Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you present today in the GK class of standard 7th, that is your 7th class. Okay, so as all of us, we are very much well aware of this thing, that is our half yearly exams are going to start from Monday, I hope, because already today is 10th of October, 11th is your Sunday, and from Monday, that is your 12th, your exams are going to commence or they are going to start. Okay, so since this is our last class of this half yearly session, so I request each and every one of you, and at the same time I hope that you all would have prepared the entire GK chapters or the pages, so that you are going to get good marks in your exams, and at the same time you do not get into any kind of troubles at the end of your examinations or during your examinations. Is that clear? So I'm not focusing on only one subject here, that is I'm just asking you, I'm just suggesting you to please pay attention to all the subjects, because each and every subject is necessary. It is not like this that your GK is important or science or maths is important. Okay, each and every subject is equally important and it has to be given proper time for that. Okay, because if you want to improve your percentage, so that is going to be improved overall only. Okay, it is not like this that if you score full marks in physics science and maths, and if you leave the rest, so already your percentage would be very down enough. Okay, so that is why I say, or I urge you, as well as I request you to take all the necessary precautions to remain safe in this pandemic situation from this COVID-19. And at the same time I request each and every one of you, those who have started or those who have finished preparing, all those who have learned, memorized the chapters, superb, very well done. And all those who are in the midway, please try to finish it off. And those who have not yet started, this is really very disappointing for all of us, that because now there is no time for this. Okay, today is already Saturday, the day is going to be end very soon, and tomorrow you will be preparing for your day after tomorrow exams, that is on Monday. Okay, so you don't have enough time, and what to say enough time, you don't have any time now to go for your revisions or to go for your preparations. Okay, so first let me tell you what we are going to do today, and at the same time we will be going ahead with our revision part which we have planned today. Okay, so first I'm going what is the planning, what is my planning is, that is in the initial 20 minutes we will be just going through the syllabus. Okay, I'll be telling you how the questions will be framed or what type of questions are going to come, and at the same time I'll also be telling you that we will be having a glimpse of the timetable, that is when is our GK exam. I'll be showing you the half yearly timetable, half yearly syllabus as well, that is what are the page numbers which are going to come in our exam. So these are the things which we are going to do today. So let us not waste our time, and in the last we'll be going ahead with the current affairs as well. Okay, so without wasting the time, let us start with our session today, or let us start with our class today. So first and the foremost thing, I'm going to show you the syllabus, and thereafter I'll be showing you the, okay, if you can see, this was the syllabus, or this is the syllabus, okay, in which different topics are there, and in each and every topics we have a lot number of pages. Like the topics are our environment, India and the world, science and technology, arts and literature, sports and entertainment, brain workout. Okay, and in all these topics what you are able to see is that we have a lot many number of pages. Like in brain workout we have 2, in sports and entertainment we have 6, art and literature again we have 5, science and technology 3, India and the world 3, 6, 8, our environment 5. Okay, so this together the number of pages would be around 30 or 35, whatever may be. Okay, so one more thing before going ahead, this was your entire half yearly portions. Okay, here if you remember the below part, it is just like same which is given in your main syllabus, having all the subjects in one. Below that you are not able to find anything, that is the periodic test 1 or unit test 1 syllabus is not here, because already all those page numbers have been included in this half yearly. Okay, so that is why I have not given you that portion. I have just shown you this part which is inclusive of that unit test 1 syllabus as well. Okay, so before going ahead, one more thing I would like to say, That is, since all of you know that this is your GK paper, it is not a science or a maths paper, okay, in which you have your blueprint with you. That is, this chapter will be having 5 marks, this chapter will be having questions of 3 marks, whatever it is, okay, but you don't have any certainty in the case of your GK. So please don't think that if I'm going to prepare 5 pages, so I'll be able to complete the entire syllabus or I will be able to score good marks. No, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, ठीक है, कि अगर आप 1 या 2 पेज या 10 पेज प्रिपेयर कर ले रहे हो और अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि हाँ पूरा का पूरा जीके प्रिपेयर हो जाएगा और हम लोग बहुत अच्छा स्कोर कर लेंगे, सो दिस इज रियली डिसअपॉइंटिंग. It is going to be disappointing for you, because when you are able to appear in the examinations, you will find the scenario to be completely different, since we have approximately 28 to 29 or approximately 30 pages are there, and you know that the number of questions is also 30, and at the same time the total marks is 40. Okay, so if you can imagine that if we take one questions from each page, then also each and every page will be counted or each and every page will be included in this. So it is my humble request, that is, don't go for any kind of trick, jugaad or anything like that. Okay, you have to prepare all the pages, then only you are able to score good marks. Otherwise it will be really very difficult for you to score marks, especially in this GK part. Okay, so let us start. This syllabus I have already shown you. Let me show you the glimpse of the timetable. That is, since 7th and 8th both the timetables are matching, or basically same day same papers are being conducted in both the classes, 7th as well as 8th. So we have our GK paper on 16th, that is your Friday. Now what you can see here is that since the GK paper is on Friday okay, and before that you have 15, and that is your computer paper, I hope. Sorry, English paper is there on 15th and followed by GK. So if you are, what you are able to observe is that you don't have any gap in between them. Okay, that is 15th is your English, 16th you are having your GK. That is, you will be having just few hours, 10 to 12 hours in between the two examinations, because in the night you all would be having a good sleep, I know that. Okay, and it is very difficult for you to stay stay asleep, okay, or you don't sleep the entire night and you go for the study purpose. It is not possible for you at this stage. So I request each and every one of you to, if you have not done, still you have today's time, please prepare it thoroughly without wasting the time, so that you will be able to score good marks, and at the same time you will be able to increase your percentage as well. Okay, now let me show you what type of questions are going to come in the examinations. Most of you are already aware, because you have already given 2 unit tests, okay, or one of the unit tests, so you know that which type of questions are going to come in the examination. But still, once again I'll be briefing you so that you will be able to get a clear idea of this part, that is, what type of questions are going to come or how the questions will be coming. Okay, let me first share the screen to you, and thereafter we have here. Okay, so now I have to show you the, first I'm showing you the UT2 PDF portion, and thereafter I'll be showing you the remaining portions of the half yearly. Okay, so the screen is shared. Okay, when we are talking about this one, the first one, that is the animal mix-up. So here basically the questions are given in the form of your fill in the blanks is there. Okay, but the same fill in the blanks can be converted into a true false. Like if we take the example of the first one, so a hare is much larger and has longer ears than a rabbit, true or false. Okay, so the questions can be asked in this way as well, or even half of the questions can also be asked, like a dash has much larger and longer ears. Okay, so hare or rabbit. Okay, in the same way, if we move ahead, so these are all same type of questions in which either true false can be there, one word answer can also be there. Like if you take the example of this one, so what is the name given to the larger and more colorful this same question can be converted into true false, like butterflies are larger and more colorful, while as compared to moths, true or false. In this way also the questions can be framed, so please be prepared for that. One more thing class, that is before not apart from this bookish part, please don't forget to go ahead with the fact file, because questions will be asked from here as well, and if you have not read it properly you are going to lose marks for this. So it is my humble request from all of you to please go through the fact files as well. Okay, taxonomy, as all of us we know, it is the biological classification of living and extinct. Extinct basically means जो लोग जा चुके हैं, like our dinosaurs. These are the extinct organisms, into categories based on similarities and differences. Moving ahead with the next page, around India, this also the same question, that is either it will be fill in the blanks, true, false, or give one word. Science mix, same part. Okay, nothing new, either it can be fill in the blanks or true, false, or like the same as it is given here. Okay, next we have the hybrid animals. Okay, so in the case of hybrid animals, now here the questions can be given in the form of fill in the blanks, in the form of true, false, and in the form of picture based questions as well. Like if you can see here, this picture can be given to you and you will be asked to identify it. So if you are going to write it down lion or tiger, so your answer will be wrong. Okay, so this is going to be your liger. So here you will have to take care of this part, that is while identifying the pictures, please do take special care of the pictures. Okay, moving ahead, presidents of India. So in this case directly the questions will be asked from the picture based questions, or the question can also be framed in this way, like name the president who ruled, or name the president of India during 1977 to 1982, who was Neelam Sanjeev Reddy. Okay, in this way also the questions can be asked. Moving ahead with the green records. Green records, so here basically I don't think that is direct questions will be there, either true, false, or one word, like bamboo is the fastest growing plant in the world, so this can be your true, false, and dash is the fastest growing plant in the world, fill in the blanks. It is the fastest growing plant in the world, give one word answer. So the question remains the same, but the twisting part is there, as a result of which the same one question, give one word question, gets converted into true, false, or even fill in the blanks or anything. Is that clear? Moving ahead, we have the great thinkers. Okay, basically this will be your direct questions only, okay, related to your fill in the blanks or true, false as well, like the founder of Sri Aurobindo Ashram was Aurobindo Ghosh, so this will be your true. Okay, but if someone else names is there, so that will be completely false. Mighty mountains, in this case also directly fill in the blanks or true, false, or even your match the following can also be there. Okay, next we have here world of religions, same type, picture based questions will be there in this part, nothing else. Okay, or the questions can also be framed like Ajmer Sharif Dargah is located in or is situated in, so in that case you will have to write it down Ajmer. Okay, or true, false, so the same question will be converted in this way, that is Ajmer Sharif Dargah is situated in or it is present in Ajmer, true or false. So in this way also the questions can be asked to you. Moving ahead with the natural disasters. So in the case of natural disasters, directly multiple choice questions or fill in the blanks. Famous forts, fill in the blanks already given, the same question can be converted into your true, false, or give one word as well. Moving ahead, records of India. Okay, fill in the blank, match the following, it is there. The same match the following can be converted into true, false, or even fill in the blanks as well, like dash is the first Indian woman to swim across the 7 seas, so that is what Bula Chaudhary. Okay, or true, false, the first Indian woman to swim across the 7 seas was or is Bula Chaudhary, true or false. Okay, so two types I have told you, third type is already in front of you, that is match the following. Okay, moving ahead with this part, amazing architecture. This part is also going to be your picture based questions, but the same part, that is the questions can be little bit twisted and it can be asked in this way, like the Parthenon is situated in So the answer would be Athens. Eiffel Tower is situated in Paris. Notre Dame in Paris. Lotus Temple, New Delhi. Maitri Mandir, Puducherry. Louvre Museum, Paris. Okay, St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City. Parthenon, Athens. Okay, so in this way the questions can be asked, that is, name this famous buildings, amazing architectures, okay, where they are present, or directly identify the pictures. Moving ahead with this, we have the famous cities of the world. Okay, again the same type of questions, that is, either it will be your fill in the blanks, or directly it will be your identify the pictures. Moving ahead, that's it. So this was your PT2 portions. Okay, again the same thing would be there in the case of half yearly as well, but still I'm going to show you a glimpse of it, and thereafter we'll be going ahead with it. Okay, so if you can see here, okay, the screen has been shared already. Okay, let us close this one. Okay, sobriquets of sport stars. So here basically the nicknames are being given to them, and we have to identify them, like Steffi Graf, Frolin, Forehand, okay, Rahul Dravid, The Wall, Kobe Bryant, Black Mamba, Jack Nicklaus, The Golden Bear. So anything can be there, either the nickname can be given to you and you'll be asked for the famous personality, or the famous personality would be given to you and you'll be asked for the nickname of these famous personalities. Great composers, these are the musicians in which basically the questions can be there either in the form of true false, or in the form of fill in the blanks directly. Okay, next we have Indian women in sports. This also picture based questions, or questions related to their sports, like Saina Nehwal is associated with, or PV Sindhu is associated with the sports dash, Sania Mirza is associated with this sports dash. In this way also the questions can be asked. Okay, moving ahead, full forms. So in the case of full forms, we have here, that is your ISRO, SAC, UNESCO. So either the direct questions can be there, that is, give the full form or give the abbreviated form of FEMA, or Foreign Exchange Management Act, or the questions can be your true false as well, like your PAN stands for permanent account number. So in this way also it can be asked here. Moving ahead, so we have here ruling the tech world, that is related to your technologies. So basically the direct questions again, that is, who is the CEO and founder of Netflix, or CEO of Apple, or founder and CEO of Amazon. Okay, so in this way you can go for it. Moving ahead with the unique dance forms. Okay, either the pictorial questions would be there, you will have to identify the dance forms, or basically the descriptive fill in the blanks would be there and you will have to answer them. Moving ahead with this martial arts. So since we don't have the next page of this, that is after 28, we directly have 32. So this 28 page number is going to be a picture based questions only. Okay, यहाँ से खाली picture based questions बन सकते हैं और कुछ भी नहीं बन सकता है. Moving ahead, that is the book club. So in the case of book club, we have, these are the famous persons whose different varieties of books have been given here, and the questions can be asked from them. Okay, who wrote the pseudonym of George Eliot? Marianne Evans. Okay, moving ahead with the Hollywood, that is basically we have to write down their names in the blanks, that is here identify the following pictures. Child actors, again it can be either identify the following pictures, or it can also be asked by giving the picture name and you will have to identify that person. Okay, moving ahead, use your brain here. These questions will be there, either one or two questions will be given to you, and basically they will be of related to the series type questions. Complete the following series. Next, that's it. Okay, so this was all for the bookish part, that is which type of questions are going to come. Okay, Now I hope you would have got this idea, that is how the questions will be asked in your exams and how you'll have to answer them. Okay. Next, what we are going to do ahead is we are going to just have a look over the current affairs, and thereafter that will be marking the end of our today's class. Okay. So in the case of current affairs, what we have here is current affairs, this one. Okay, this is the current affair of 7/10, that is day before yesterday. And yesterday's current affair is that Ram Vilas Paswan has expired. Okay, and people are really disappointed by his accidental death, or you can say that the premature death. Okay, let us start with this current affair. So here we have that India Myanmar agreed to work for a strategic Sitwe port in Q1 of 2021. That is, India and Myanmar, they have agreed to work for operationalization of Sitwe port in Q1 of 2021. The move came during the visit of Indian Army Chief M.M. Naravane and Indian Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla to Myanmar. During their visit, they presented the 3,000 vials of remdesivir to Myanmar State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi. Okay. Next, we have the illegal oil spillage by ships to be traced by Indo-French satellites. That is, both these countries, they have planned, or they have developed also some kind of specific satellites which will have an eye on all those ships who intentionally used to spill the oil in the oceans. Okay. Now, why there are certain specific regulations for this? Why this is gaining much more confidence here? That is why it is so much important to monitor the oil spillings in the oceans or the rivers. Okay, so I am telling you the basic reason. That is, अगर पानी के ऊपर आप ऑयल डाल देते हो तो उस पानी का कांटेक्ट एयर से ब्लॉक हो जाता है, क्योंकि बीच में वो ऑयल एक पूरा लेयर बना लेता है. So as a result of which the diffusion of oxygen उस पानी के अंदर नहीं आ पाता है, and as a result the organisms start dying. ठीक है, इसीलिए बोला जाता है कि हम लोग को कभी भी स्टैगनेंट वाटर अपने घर में नहीं रखना चाहिए, रुका हुआ पानी नहीं रखना चाहिए. क्यों? यही रीज़न है कि प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं. ठीक है, मॉस्किटोज और इंसेक्ट्स के बहुत सारे ब्रीडिंग साइट्स हो जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो और ज़्यादा ब्रीड करके अपना नंबर बढ़ाते रहते हैं. ओके, मूविंग अहेड, that is Emmanuel Charpentier, Jennifer A. Doudna jointly awarded with Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Today also someone has been awarded with this Nobel Prize for economics. I hope so, economics, because in Hindi it was written Sahitya, so I don't know. Maybe economics or Sahitya may be related to some of the subjects of arts. Okay. So both these, they have jointly awarded with the prestigious Nobel Prize in Chemistry 2020 for the development of a tool for genome editing. अब genome से पहले आप समझ लीजिए, उसके बाद उसकी editing. When we are talking about the genome, so genome is basically the entire set of genes which is controlling the each and every functions of our body. ठीक है, जीन्स वो चीज़ें होती हैं जो हमारे हर एक कलर से लेकर के ग्रोथ से लेकर के हर एक चीज़ों को क्या करते हैं, रेगुलेट करते हैं, कंट्रोल करते हैं, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे आर ऑफ मच मोर इम्पोर्टेंस. ठीक है, इन लोगों ने क्या काम किया है कि कुछ ऐसे केमिकल्स निकाले हैं, कुछ ऐसे टूल्स निकाले हैं जिससे हम अपने डीएनए को, हम अपने जीनोम को कट कर सकते हैं. सीजर का मतलब होता है बेसिकली वी कैन कट देम, और उसके अंदर हम अपना डिज़ायर्ड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स भर करके वापस उसको हम जोड़ दें. जैसे बेसिकली आप क्या देखते हो कि बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में ये आ जाता है कि जब हम किसी भी क्रॉप की इम्प्रूवमेंट करना चाहते हैं, चाहे वो प्रोडक्शन में, चाहे इंसेक्ट रेजिस्टेंस या पेस्ट रेजिस्टेंस, कुछ भी जो हम करना चाहते हैं, तो हम उसके अंदर कुछ ऐसे जीन्स डाल देते हैं बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू, जिससे कि वो उसे फिर बाद में दिक्कत नहीं होती है, एंड इट बिकम्स रेजिस्टेंट to all these pests or insects. Okay, moving ahead, Kuwaiti government submits resignation ahead of general elections 2020. Okay, that is the PM Sabah Al Khalid Al Sabah led Kuwaiti government submitted its resignation on October 6, 2020 to Emir Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah prior to general elections 2020, which will be held in November. Phase 1 human trials of anti-Sera get DCGI nod to treat COVID-19. That is one of the vaccine has been introduced to treat or protect us from this COVID-19. Okay, so this was there for this part, that is for your bookish part as well as the current affairs and everything. So I hope you would have got this idea, that is how and which type of questions will be asked in the exams, and at the same time how you will have to prepare it as well. Okay, so this was all for today. Okay, next we will be meeting ahead after this half yearly examinations, and we'll be continuing or commencing our annual portions as well. Okay, so till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and please don't forget to take all the necessary precautions so that you as well as your family remains in a safe and healthy manner. And at the same time, before going ahead, before ending up my class, I would request all those students who have not yet started preparation of these GK pages. It is not possible for you to learn all these pages in one day. So I request you to keep on revising, keep on preparing from long back. I am telling you, all those who have not done, please give today's time for your GK. Otherwise your percentage is going to be affected. Okay, so this was all for today. Thanks a lot for being with me, and at the same time please don't forget to take all the necessary precautions, and at the same time please don't forget to prepare thoroughly so that you'll be able to score superb marks, good marks, excellent marks in your half yearly sessions. Okay, so thank you for being with me and have a superb day ahead. Thanks a lot for being with me.